looking ahead to August now. Summer Music Festival season continues in Portland with an event that has deep historical roots.
That's the Vanport Jazz Festival. It returns August 4th and 5th to Northeast Portland at the Colwood Golf Center. I'll be emceeing the event, and joining us now with a preview of the festival and how the event carries an important legacy is Elise Taylor with the Vanport Jazz Festival. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me,
Glad
guys.
you're here.
Yeah, I'm really proud to be part of this event. I'll be emceeing on the Saturday.
Yes.
It goes Friday and Saturday. And this really harkens back to some important history in Portland, which is why it's called the Vanport Jazz Festival. So tell us about Vanport and how the Jazz Festival came out of that.
Yeah, a little bit of a history lesson here. Vanport, a lot of people don't know, it sits on what we now know today as Delta Park and Expo Center and the Portland International Raceway. It was a city that was built in 1942 as part of World War II's housing and shipyards, and they did this huge campaign, right, where hundreds of thousands of people looking for work and looking for housing during the World War II came out to Portland to look for work. And something that I find really interesting is prior to the city being built, there was about 1,800 African Americans in the entire state of Oregon. Well, at its height, its population, there were over 16,000. So when you talk about that growth in African Americans in the state of Oregon, it's important for a couple reasons. One, you know, as an African American, if you're a second or third or fourth generation Oregonian, it's super easy to connect those dots to your origin and your ancestry to Vanport. Also, if you move across the country, you're not just bringing your suitcase and your luggage, you're bringing your traditions and your customs and your culture. And for a lot of those people, it was music and it was jazz. And so tragically, in 1948, there was a flood that displaced.
We just saw some pictures of the flood,
It displaced the entire city and its citizens. And because of segregation at the time in Portland, a lot of those people, they didn't go very far. And so they stayed in North and Northeast Portland, and the African Americans, again, brought with them this rich history from Harlem jazz music and New Orleans jazz. And so we basically created this pocket to have influential artists like Ella Fitzgerald and Dizzy Gillespie to come here in Portland. And our slogan is discover the legacy, experience the revival. So we do a little bit of history, right, and teaching folks about Vanport and why it's important, but then we say, come on out, experience the revival of this art form, this music, and just have a really good time and be in community with one another and pay homage at the same time.
Right.
How important is it to spread that message and that history lesson of Vanport to the younger people? Because you talked about like the dot connecting, which is really true, but at the same time, even though it is a piece of history, it wasn't that long ago at the same time, right? You know, I grew up with my grandparents telling me about Vanport, you know, but that message kind of fades out, I feel like, over generations.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, at one point it was the second largest city in the state of Oregon. I don't remember being taught that, right, in high school. And so not just for African Americans to learn about your ancestry and how did we end up in Oregon, which again, most of us ended up in Oregon due to Vanport, due to our ancestors coming to work in these shipyards. But I think it's just really important. It's important to know where we came from, how the music came here. And again, part of what we're doing today is bringing some of these artists that younger generations know and recognize and calling it the Vanport Jazz Festival. We chose that name for a reason, again, to pay homage.
Yeah, let's talk about this year's festival. Always have some big names that come to this festival. So who are some of the performers this year?
Absolutely. Friday, we're starting out, we're kind of easing in with like a smooth jazz R&B night. We have world-renowned saxophonist Mike Phillips, and we have R&B artist Joe. If you're a millennial, if you know, you know. Saturday, we have Portland's own Adam Hawley. We have Julianne Vaughn, who's a guitarist. We have a return artist in Boney James. And then we also have Guapale, and closing out the show is the funk band, Average White Band.
Yeah, AWB. Yeah, they were very big back in the day.
Yeah, that's awesome. Where can people find tickets?
Absolutely. Go to our website at vanportjazzfestival.com. And if you forget and you hear the music as you're driving down the street, you can always go to the box office and buy tickets the day of.
Nice.
All right.
Ken, is the fedora ready?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Great.
I got the hat
You gotta
ready.
have the fedora.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah. Elise, thank you very much
Oh,
for the
thank you.
preview. Look forward to being out
Yeah,
there on
absolutely.
Saturday. And again, the Vanport Jazz Festival happening Friday, August 4th and Saturday, August 5th. It's at the Coalwood Golf Center on Northeast Columbia Boulevard. And for a link to tickets, just go to vanportjazzfestival.com.